You gotta save me! Yeah, you gotta save me! I am not the first person. I can't serve. I'm sorry.
Hey, what's up? It's Bryce from WP, somewhere in the Pacific at the beach. Anyway, the topic for today, which we think would be ideal, is the idea of hooking up with the nerd girls and how probably are often led to believe that if you hook up with a cool nerd girl, that you yourself need to be a nerd in that nature, and that you must somehow put away awareness just because the girl is a nerd. You know, a lot of guys, they get into this kind of like, it's a classic. We call them Madonna or complex, right? Like, well, you know, if I go to a bar and, you know, I meet this quote unquote turbo, well, that's the kind of girl that I kind of yank into the bathroom and fuck, right? Whereas if it's more of quote unquote quality girl, then I probably need to get her to a phone number and, you know, go on a romantic date, perhaps. A lot of dudes are like straight shocks to realize that just because a girl is a nerd, that she enjoys sex. Like, whoa. And you know, in bootcamp, I actually kind of burst that one. I've got this like experience like in front of the student where, you know, girls like really like sweet girls, like really awesome, like nerd girl, and you know, like talking, like she's not the type of girl then within think like about 26 minutes, you know, the pool go down and everything, you know, exactly constitute a nerd girl. That's really going to kind of like a value judgment on your part, a subjective judgment on your part, when in fact you have no idea who this person is. She may have just like sucked like 10 dicks like in a row, right? So you never know. Again, you cannot put your own autobiography into other people. You know what I mean? You cannot attempt to discern what other people are about until you get to know them. So if you are altering your approach because it's the way someone looks, that's going to be a losing proposition in general. I think what a lot of guys do is they think that they're using like, you know, their game for like party girls then, but when they meet like a high quality girl, let's call that, they want like to be themselves. But what they don't realize is what being yourself is, that you be yourself, but you relate as man to woman with woman who you are attracted to, and you relate as friend to friend with your friends, right? So if you're going on relating as a man to a woman, you know, it's like a party girl, and then you're relating as like a friend to friend because you think that's being yourself, as being a friend to a nerd girl. But what ends up happening is your sex life is basically this ongoing things of you hooking up when, you know, these crazy party girls that are fun. And then when you meet a girl that you actually really like, wind up not getting her. Nerds hurt don't. Then they want to suck a nerd. They want to suck, that's the bridge. Quick story, like when I was in New York, we went to day game with Jeff, and I was just, we had a crazy night just the night before where we pulled like 5 girls, crazy girl, very rich by the way, in the hotel, so that was more like party. And the next day I'm at at the park and I'm about to fly, and I meet this really nerdy girl that is reading a book. And do you think I changed my game because now she was a nerdy girl reading a book? Absolutely not. I didn't change anything. I was still this like massive player at the park, pull her in literally like 10 minutes at the next bar and ending up having crazy sex just before flying. So if you think girls do not like sex, like nerdy girls do not like sex, you're probably wrong and you're missing out a lot. Cool girl, by the way, we talked a lot about Python. Anyway, that was it for tonight. Hope this is something that added value to you and open your eyes. Until next time, peace.